report in the deadly South Bend house fire that killed 6 children nearly a year ago.
More than one potential cause was identified in the area of origin, and there is simply not enough scientific data to identify a single ignition source.
Brand new details in January's massive fire that killed 6 children in South Bend. Here's what we know. Investigators say the fire started in the dining area, the family room of the LaPorte Avenue home. There were smoke detectors inside the home at the time, but there's no proof they made any sounds. The father and witnesses did not hear them. Investigators say the cause of the fire is undetermined, with multiple sources. And finally, they said there is no evidence of arson. WSBT-22's Raylan Lee has been following this investigation every step of the way. She is live in South Bend right now. Raylan, fire officials say the ruling undetermined is common in fire investigations.
Yeah, Kristen, that's right. Fire officials say this investigation of a magnitude is normal. Now, Indiana State Fire Marshal Steve Jones says there wasn't enough evidence to provide a single cause. He adds those answers are not always available due to the extent of the damage and the lack of scientific evidence. Now, Fire Marshal Jones says the initial findings showed these fires started in the dining room on the first floor. Video surveillance from a church across the street shows the fire started at 6:08 and the first 911 call came in at 6:14. South Bend fire crews arrived at 6:17. Electrical items were identified as one possible ignition source, but it can't be proven as the cause. Smoke detectors were found in the home, but there were no reports of hearing any alarms. The fire marshal concludes that evidence shows that there were no signs of criminal activity or arson.
I drove up to South Bend and met with him personally to talk about today, about what was going to be released. And so he was home, and I can speak to that, and very much, again, my condolences, because there's nothing I can say or my agency can say that can turn the clock backwards and undo what happened.
Now, Kristen, there is still a lot to unpack from this news conference, and I will break everything down that we've learned. But fire officials left with one message, and that's the importance of having a working smoke detector.
Yes, a very important message. And Raylan, there has been a lot of community concern and questions about that fund that was set up following the fire. Is there any info on that?
Yeah, coming up at 4, 5, and 6, I will be sitting down with Lynn Coleman to, talk about what's going on with that fund and how that money has been spent. But for now, live in South Bend, I'm Raylan Lee, WSBT 22 News.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the WSBT 22 YouTube channel.